David Andrew Wiebe, founder of Spark Infinity niche-based Facebook group. David, what is going on in Spark Infinity?
Spark Infinity has been growing pretty rapidly since January. We started with literally 4 or 5 members, now to well over 1,400 people, serving creatives and creators, poets, artists, visual artists, musicians, actors, actresses.
What should members of Spark Infinity be prepared for? What are the live shows about?
We like to interview people and get a sense of who they are, the kind of things they do, highlight them, and especially their amazingness, their personality, their superpowers, whatever makes them great. That's what we like to highlight in those conversations.
So how could members of Spark Infinity also benefit from Bump Global?
For one thing, there are so many amazing heart-centered founders of various niche-based Facebook groups that if you wanted to be interviewed, you could just put yourself in the middle of the storm and find all kinds of groups to be featured in and interviewed in all day long. And the other thing is, if they have the desire and the work ethic to build their own niche-based Facebook group and blow it up, that's another opportunity that's waiting for them. And I only see things growing from there.
Spark Infinity, how are you? I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another office hours. And I'm not doing anything fancy today. There is a specific reason for that. So this is going to be like the good old times, a return to form. This is like coffee time with David again. And we were going to have a special broadcast with QuickBook. And unfortunately, there were some extenuating circumstances preventing us from going live together today. So we are postponing that live stream. It is anticipated to happen hopefully in July. I don't have any details on when we might give this another go right now, but I'm thinking probably July. So stay tuned. And we did do one broadcast with QuickBook already. So if you are interested in the concept, if you watch the video, or even if you didn't watch the video, you can go back and watch it in our Facebook group and on YouTube to see a little bit of what it's about. But let me show you the website, because I mean, picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So here's the QuickBook website. And the whole idea is that you get published on Amazon in 100 days. So if you go to the website and it's at quickbook.ai, you can learn more about this amazing new service, what it's offering, and what it makes possible. And I'm happy to say that I am going to be one of the coaches for QuickBook, and that's a very exciting prospect for me. So again, that's quickbook.ai if you'd like to learn a little bit more about that. But hopefully we will be back with a proper live stream again, our second ever live stream with QuickBook. Wanted to share next about the evolution of the Spark Infinity website. So things have been gradually coming along. I think from here, it's going to start evolving a lot more rapidly. It takes time. Everything takes time, but I am beginning to put a little more of my time and energy and resources into the website. So it doesn't look like anything fancy, but it does offer kind of a brief description of what we're about, links to our socials and email signups and so forth. And of course, our live schedule is always on the home page. We do have a specific page for that at the top as well. So if you click lives, you'll see the same thing that you see here. And we're starting to line up some events for July. And June hasn't been like a super heavy month, but as you can see, hasn't exactly been a crawl either. And so we've had a lot of fun this month, and there's still more coming. So just wanted to make you aware of that. The main thing that's going to continue to grow and evolve is actually the blog. And I've posted a couple of videos, but like ultimately this is where all of your interviews are going to live as well. Many of you have already been on the show. If you have not been on the show, know that there is an opportunity to come on the show. What you got to do is drop a me or drop interview in the comments. That's all you got to do, or the chat, and we'll be in touch and you'll have the opportunity to be featured on this show. But I do have more news about that. So let me get to that a little bit later. Now, number 3 would be our new YouTube channel. So everything kind of used to go live to my YouTube channel at David Andrew Wiebe Creative Expansion. It's all well and good, but I decided at some point that I really began to feel like Spark Infinity was coming to its own, and it was beginning to evolve, and so it was deserving of its own channel. So now everything lives at our new Spark Infinity live channel. It's not exactly like branded well or anything. There's some things to do in terms of thumbnails and cover art and profile picture and all that kind of stuff. And we will get to that bit by bit. But there are a couple of videos that already live here, an introductory video, the Bump Global video that you saw at the beginning of the stream. And you can see our most recent live streams also live right here on the Spark Infinity Live YouTube channel. So as with all of our other socials, the invitation is that you come and join us. You follow us along. There's not much happening there's lots happening on Facebook. So excuse my words, but there's not a lot happening on our other social channels yet, but everything is coming. So in the meantime, go and follow all of our channels because it does make a tremendous difference. So we look forward to seeing you and connecting with you on Instagram, TikTok, X, and of course, YouTube. But make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel because that's now where all of our videos and lives are going to live. And sooner or later, most of them probably won't exist on my channel anymore. I'll probably be doing other stuff with my YouTube channel as time and energy allows, of course. Next, will there be a return of daily streams? Well, this could very well be the beginning of that because I have been contemplating a little bit. And one of the reasons for that is I think it did contribute and did make a big difference to our growth early on. The schedule began to fill with interviews over time, organically and naturally, and that's what we like to see. But of course, I think one of the things that allowed the momentum to continue to pick up was the fact that I was showing up daily to share updates or share stories, or sometimes even share a little bit of content. Now, as I've said so many times before, this is not the David Andrew Wiebe Show. So this thing's not supposed to be about me. It's about you and your creativity and your amazingness. That's what we want to feature. That's what we want to highlight. But also, we want to continue to grow this into the best possible platform it can be, not just for me, not just for my cohorts, but honestly, especially for you, especially for creatives and creators. We want to continue to give you mic stage and audience in the capacity that we are able. And so we don't want growth to be stagnant. We don't want growth to slow down. We want to keep that momentum high and continue to grow. And that goes right into my final item for the day, which is incentivizing the sharing of our group. So we've asked you, those who've been interviewed, and the vast majority of you have been really fantastic in sharing our group with your friends. And the cool thing is we both benefit. One is our group continues to grow, but you also get a boost in the algorithm. You get more visibility. You get more people seeing your interview and actually wanting to watch your interview. And that's why it's not just for our sake. That's why we make sure you are aware that not only can you invite people to our group, but it actually benefits you. And we do ask you to do it in a very specific way. It's not just let me pick and choose who I want to be invited, because Facebook's got some amazing features. It creepily enough, it already knows who is following you, who is watching your stuff on social media, whether they interact with you regularly or not. It knows who your top followers are, or your top subscribers, or your top friends. And so utilizing this feature, we can immediately get people into the group, and it makes a tremendous amount of difference. Again, not just for me, but really for you. And when you come on to the live stream, and this is really the preferred way. This is the main way we want you to be highlighted in our group. Yeah, we're allowing a few things to come through in terms of your content, especially if we believe it's not just self-interest. It's not just self-promotional, but you actually have something of value to say and value to add to the group. We do let a few posts here and there, but you've probably noticed that we don't just let through anything and everything. That I've seen some people stubbornly post about their book day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. That's not what we want to see. Now, those posts have been held in moderation. So if you're in the Facebook group, you probably would not have seen them. And I think that's for the better of all of us. I think that's for the better of us moderators, and it's better for the audience that there isn't constantly someone posting about their book in our group. Other groups like to manage things that way. They allow that. Totally fine. I'm not opposed to those groups. I'm looking to cultivate a different vibe here. And so if you've got a book, that's awesome. Look, I've got 3 books. I'm not really too shy about sharing them. Now, I don't talk about them constantly because I'm not here to sell you stuff all the time. And that's also not really the aesthetic of Spark Infinity and what we're building here. But if you've got a book, awesome. Come on the show, go live with me, and we'll talk about it. All right. And then you've got an interview that you can share all over the place on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever your social channels. You can break it up into little pieces and share it as shorts or reels, whatever it is you want to do with it. Once the video is recorded, once the live has been done, once the interview has been conducted, you can leverage that all over the place. And we encourage you to do that. And it's awesome for us too, because obviously it gives us a little more visibility into different corners of the web. And we've already seen some of that happen, which is great. So when you opt to be interviewed with us, and again, all you have to do is drop either me or interview in the comments or the chat. I will find you. I will direct message you. We will set it all up. We want to incentivize you to share the group out. And so moving forward, that's something I'm going to do. And I'm not going to tell you what all those incentives are. So you're just going to have to sign up. All right. You're just going to have to say, yes, me, yes, interview. Put it in the comments, put it in the chats, and you'll find out. But I promise you, the incentives are worth it. All right. So that's all I got for you today. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got yourself a little bit of coffee time and you got to relax and enjoy yourself and continue on with your day. So that's all for today. And I'll see you again real soon.